Hello everybody! Today is day 4 of treatment, day 6 that I've been here in Wichita, and I continue to feel a little better each day, have a little more energy. They're working a lot on different pain areas, so a lot is happening. There's, well, I'll get to some of what they've done, but today I still really need relief so that I can sit. Like I'm sitting right now, but it's quite uncomfortable. So I'm looking forward to more of that pain relief and things like that. But there's been a lot of really good improvement. My doctor's been really excited and happy. One of the things he was most excited about was I passed a good size worm last night. I've been passing a lot of parasites, just different worm-like looking things that are mostly pretty small, but still do damage. And flukes, and then this one it was about that big. I don't know if you can tell exactly how. It's about that big and pretty fat on the one end, maybe a little bigger than a cigarette tip on the what looked like the head, and then it got smaller. The tail was a point, but anyway, it's good. Not good that those things have been there, but really good that they're coming out. I really happy those little buggers are getting out of me and not doing any more damage. And parasites do a lot of things just from doing damage to your body, and then they eat the nutrients that you need, they disrupt your hormones, it's all kinds of things. So I'm really glad that they started coming out so quickly, and my body, is on a good upswing for healing. There's certainly a road of healing ahead. It's not like at the end of this 2 weeks I expect to be completely healed, but I'm definitely really happy with how much better I feel already in just 4 days of treatment, and I still have 6 days of treatment to go. And I'm not satisfied enough yet to go home, but I'm very satisfied, with what's happened considering the time that I've been here. So today was similar to all the other days. I did all my therapies and had my doctor appointment, just everything was in different order. So I started with the ST8 and the Valkian. Then I had the Lux, which I have neglected to mention that the Lux you always have music with that, and it's specific music. I didn't realize till today that they're choosing specific music, so I think that it must be music or sound therapy going on while you're also getting the light therapy. That's what the Lux is light therapy on different parts of your body. Today mine was liver, kidney, and heart, and then some music. And, well, it's not really music, I don't know if any of them have actually been music. Maybe they have. Like today I listened to water. Just water. I forget now if it was like waves on a beach or if it was running water. I've listened to several different things. So anyway, but it's like must be sound therapy or something. Because it's very specific with what they're treating in each person. So then after that I saw the doctor, and we talked over my progress, and he was really happy. And we went through the list. We haven't done this before. We went through the list of things I presented on the first day, and he checked over the things that I was showing improvement on or not showing improvement and things like that. So we did that. Then he did that jackhammer thing on my spine again, and I asked him today what that was for. He said that it works with it's the bladder circuit that he's working with, and he said that vertebral subluxations all along that will disrupt your bladder circuit, and that little jackhammer thing, the way he does it, he runs it up the spine and down, and then he tells you to breathe differently each time he's running it up or down or up, because it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, and you have to breathe a little differently each time. And so he said that all of those things, like doing the breathing and getting the subluxations with that little jackhammer thing, does a way better job than, well, he didn't really say better, but he said it's much easier, more efficient, maybe is what he said, than when you have to have a chiropractor adjust each one of those little subluxations. So, so he did that again. Then he used I learned it's called a percussor. It's the thing that I said yesterday that looked sort of like a cut-off hair dryer that he was using on the fascia to do some fascia release. And he did some fascia. I don't know if it's called fascia release. Because he said he's trying to straighten it out. It's whatever. Anyway, he's working with the fascia to get it straightened out, flattened out, laying the way it's supposed to be. And he did that on my left leg and on I think just the left leg, the whole leg. And then he did that on my head. He used the percussor. And I actually didn't realize till he did it on my head that the pad on it is actually rubber, because I expected that. Well, I didn't expect it to hurt, but you wonder, because I have a handheld electronic massager that I use, but it's got plastic knobs on it and it hurts my head. I tried to use it on my head once, and actually while I was using it, it didn't really seem to hurt that much if I did it carefully. But then the next day I could tell my head felt really bruised. So I remember that when he was then going to work on my head with it, but it felt so good because it's like a rubbery pad. And what he was doing was, he said I had 33 fixations in my cranial bones. And he said it's not a clinic record, but it's a lot of fixations. So he was working to get the bones moving again and getting them back where they're supposed to be. And we talked about different head injuries I've had over the years. Not a lot, but a couple. One, I had a rock fall on my head when I was pretty young, and I was climbing the stone wall of the barn, and one of the rocks fell out and landed on my head, cut my head open. I was bleeding really badly. I remember that pretty well. That one I remembered a few days ago when I first talked to him, and he asked if I'd had any head injuries, and I couldn't think of any except that. Then today, though, when he was saying the things that cause fixations in your cranial bones, he said something about injuries, or he said something about getting smacked on the head that reminded me that one of my brothers hit me really hard on the head with a baseball bat, not on purpose. And I actually don't think it was a real bat. I think we were using either an old wooden block or maybe a thick branch or something. It seems to me it wasn't an actual bat, but he hit me hard enough that it broke on my face on the left side here. And he didn't do it on purpose. It was actually more my fault than anything, because I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he was swinging a baseball bat and I was standing behind him watching him, and I was standing too close, and he got me. And that, I mean, that's the hardest I've ever been hit on the head. I blacked out and everything. I didn't black out for a long period of time, but everything went black for a second when I got hit. So anyway, so he used that on my head, and it took a long time. He said that I forget the words he used, but my head was definitely needed extra work because of the number of fixations, and some of them were really stubborn. So we did that for a long time, and then we went over my labs from checking if I had anemia, and I don't have anemia. Anemia would be an iron deficiency, and actually it shows as if I have extra iron, but he thinks that my stomach acid I might not have enough stomach acid to be properly digesting the iron. So now he gave me a different test to do, the baking soda test that I'll do in the morning, which will test if how my stomach acid is doing. So, and then the labs also just showed that I'm dehydrated. I don't drink enough water, which I knew, and not that I didn't care or was trying to be irresponsible, but it's just another thing that's been too much to try to remember and try to make it happen, whatever. Although now I do kind of wish that I had stepped up my efforts to drink more water, because there might be a few less issues, and some of the issues might not be as bad if I didn't show up dehydrated. But here we are. It is what it is. So, yeah, this test also showed possible vitamin C deficiency, but he said that, Dr. Streit said that's likely more due to dehydration, because dehydration will kind of mess with the labs a little bit, and then that my immune system is aggravated, which we already know, so that's certainly not a shock. So then after I saw him, which I just have to say again how much fun I have in my doctor appointments, and it's so cool to come to a place like this where you spend, at least an hour with your doctor every day and talk things over, and he actually works on me, not like he says, this is what you need, see the nurse. He actually does the work, so it's really nice. And I actually, not that I want to be sick and want to be here, but I've been enjoying my time with him, as I've enjoyed, everybody at the Hansa Center is really cool. So it's really nice people and fun. So yeah, after I saw him, then I did the sauna. Actually, I had lunch. Then I did the sauna. Then I did the foot bath, had a massage, and then I did the power plate. Today I did the power plate. That's the one where I've been sitting and putting my feet on it, and it vibrates and causes muscle contractions, among other. That's what I remember that it does. All the therapies here do multiple things, and I can't remember everything. But the main thing the power plate does is causes contractions in your muscles. And I did it today, did some time with my feet again, just sitting on a chair and resting my feet on the plate as the plate vibrates. And then I also they got a big cushion out, and I laid on the cushion and put my legs across the plate to get all of my legs and calves. So definitely seems to be a lot of work that needs to be done on my lower body. Well, I shouldn't say that as if they're not doing lots of work on my upper body. It's just they're just doing lots of work on all of my body. Yeah, a lot of the massage today was the lymph stuff again, so I definitely am still needing focus on detoxing and clearing the detox pathways and things like that. So yeah, I can't think of anything else. I try to remember. I keep a list, too, of things I maybe forgot to say the day before, and actually not sure where that list is right now. So, yeah, everything's going well. I didn't sleep as well last night. Actually, kind of funny. It was time to go to bed, and I just really wasn't tired. I was tired because I'm still not healthy, but I feel so much lighter than I felt in my memory. And so I have energy. I don't have a ton of energy, but I have some. So it's time to go to bed, and I'm just not tired. And I did go to bed anyway, but I had a hard time getting to sleep, and then didn't sleep very long, and I woke up, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. Plus it stormed pretty good last night. There was really a lot of lightning. Although the storm didn't really disrupt me that much, but it did storm pretty good. So anyway, I was slightly disappointed that I didn't sleep better, especially because I was so excited of how well I had slept the night before. But I don't feel discouraged. I didn't feel like it was a setback. It's just, another day in the journey. So that's how things are today. Hope you all are well. Talk to you next time.